Alright, so what do I even say? My name is Nathan Wood. I was born and raised in the Pacific Northwest, and I love golf. You know, I started golfing during the pandemic like I think a lot of people did, and I instantly fell in love with it. You know, it's only been a couple of years, but it's quickly become an obsession for me, and it's literally all I think about. I started as a max handicap, like as bad as you could be, and I've managed to somehow crawl and scratch my way to about a 12 or an 11 right now, which, you know, that might not be much to some of you, but I'm proud of it. You know, I've made up a lot of ground, and I've met some awesome people because of this game, and, you know, been to some beautiful places I probably would have never gone to otherwise. And it's just, honestly, it's brought me so much, and it's enriched my life, and I just want to, as corny as it sounds, you know, give something back to the game in some way. That's why we started the channel, you know. The idea really, you know, with B&W Golf was to show my friends and, you know, my own journeys as golfers, but also to spotlight some of these great courses we have out here in the Pacific Northwest. I feel like, honestly, we're kind of the best kept secret in golf, you know. So if you saw the last video we posted, golf season just started here in the Spokane area in Eastern Washington, at least. I was out in Liberty Lake at a little 9-hole course last weekend called Trailhead, and it was an absolute vibe. It was so much fun. We, you know, had like I think 7 guys in our group. I met some really cool people that day. During my last playthrough of the 27 holes we did the first day, I met this guy named Tristan, who is a single-digit handicap out here in the Pacific Northwest, and he's a really cool dude. We got to talking about the channel, and he's just really interested in the idea and the overall vision that I had. Like, he just really seemed to click with it. He asked me, "Do you guys need a club sponsor?" And I'm like, like what? You know? Turns out Tristan's actually a rep for a new and growing golf company based in the Pacific Northwest called BGD. It stands for Birdie Golf Design. You know, after talking with him and looking at some of these clubs, I was on board. I was like, what do I need to do to partner up with you guys? Like, I love this idea of you know, getting involved with the local company, and they seem to perform very well the way he's using them. They look great, so I don't see any reason why I wouldn't want them in my bag, you know. We plan to meet up the following Tuesday, which is tonight, so he could bring me a brand new lefty set of BGD irons. I'm still blown away. I just feel so grateful for the opportunity to work with them, and so I reached out to our good friends at Swing Lounge, and they were nice enough to let us come out and give us some time so that we could hit these new clubs, and most importantly, get some TrackMan data, really deep dive into the numbers and see just how much these irons are improving my game, if at all. In the meantime, I actually had another person reach out to me in support of the channel named Corbin. Corbin is a club fitter out at Dick's Sporting Goods in Spokane Valley, and he offered to let us come out for a free fitting, which is awesome. I've never had a fitting before, and so this would be my first one, and I know that the equipment I'm using isn't best for me, so I'm sure it's going to be eye-opening once we actually get in there and start looking at the numbers together. But this works out great because tonight we're going to go meet up with Tristan and get our clubs, hit them, you know, talk about Birdie Golf Design, and then tomorrow we're going to go out to Dick's Sporting Goods, do a fitting, make sure we've got all the right specs on the new clubs, but most importantly, we're going to find out exactly what type of equipment I should be hitting when it comes to my driver, because I think that's where the biggest gap is for equipment. So before we get going, I want to give you guys a look at what's currently in my bag, but you guys got to promise not to roast me in the comments, because I know I know that I don't have the best set. You know, some of my clubs are on the cheaper side, but I am a new golfer, and I'm just working with what I got, you know. I'm not gonna say anything negative about my clubs, just because, you know, they've done so well for me. Like, they've been the only irons I've ever known, and I have a lot of memories with them, you know. But I will say I could use an upgrade. So, you know, these aren't the most expensive clubs, like I said, but they get the job done. But I'm looking for something that can kind of take me to that next level, and I think making the switch to some forged irons is going to make a big difference in just the overall feel that I get from them. So yeah, let's take a look in the bag. I'll show you guys what I'm currently hitting, and then we'll head out to Swing Lounge so we can check the new irons with Tristan. So my wedges are actually the nicest club in my bag. They're the only ones I bought new. They're Cleveland RTX Zip Core. I have a 60, a 56, and a 50. My 50's actually been bent to 48 degrees because I just broke my pitching wedge, and eventually I'm going to bend it back to 50, and then I'm going to bend my 60 to a 58 and my 56 to a 54 to get all my yardages right. But for now, the 60 is probably my favorite club in my entire bag. Next, we have my irons. These are Wilson SGI Profile irons. It's a pretty notorious starter set. A few $100. They're great if you're just getting going. Like I said, I'm not going to say anything bad about the clubs because they've done a great job for me. You know, I've hit some really good shots with them. I got some good memories with them. These are so dirty. I'm sorry. Normally I keep my clubs so clean. I was just out playing at Trailhead, if you guys saw the last video, and it was some muddy conditions to say the least. But like I said, it may not be the top of the line club, but they're a great starter set if you're looking for something cheap to get going. Next, we have my hybrids. So you'll see I actually have a TaylorMade M6 head cover, but I am indeed not hitting an M6. I'm actually hitting an RBZ. I just don't like the way that the RBZ head covers look. I just don't. So I found these for cheap. They're still TaylorMade. You guys will probably roast me. I know it's probably kind of tacky, but this club has been awesome for me. They're pretty legendary for a reason. A lot of people think they make some of the best fairway woods ever. You know, I think that's probably debatable, but they're really common in people's bags. But you'll see my second club, actually a clone. It's an emulation of one of these. It's made by a company called Giga Golf that just makes copies of other clubs. You can see they're pretty much identical. They hit the same. It's been a good club for me, pretty cheap, but you know, again, just a copy of a better brand. Of course, you gotta have your alignment sticks. Now we have my probably second favorite club in the bag. I got the Kobe head cover because he's my favorite athlete of all time. Want to show some respect to the GOAT. V-Steel 7-wood, 21 degree. This club is 20 years old, guys, but it is probably the funnest club to hit in my bag. It's so easy to launch out of every condition. It's got a lot higher ball flight than most woods. We call this one the Black Mamba for obvious reasons. It's just, you know, it's been a great purchase. I picked this up for maybe 50 bucks and immediately went in the bag, and it's probably not coming out for a long time. Right now, this club is my kryptonite. I am not hitting my 3-wood well. Again, I know corny, I got an M6 head cover on it, whatever, but it's an RBZ, TaylorMade RBZ, and when I connect, this thing is amazing. But my problem is consistency with the club, but it's probably my least favorite club in my bag right now. Again, I bought this one used, got a great deal on it because they're pretty common. They were really popular when they came out, but yeah, I mean, I'm not attached to it, but so far I've really liked it. Last but not least, we got the driver. Pablo. I got a Ping G20, 10.5 degree. I bought this because I saw a Rick Shields video actually, and he showed that it had great performance when stacked up against the newer models, and you know, I got it for like $100, and it immediately added like 25 yards to my drive, and you know, gave me a lot tighter dispersion. I've just been, you know, in love with Ping drivers ever since then. I plan to keep hitting them for a long time to come. We've also got some cool gadgets. I have the glove lass here. You put your glove on, it keeps it in shape. It's especially cool in the summer. If you sweat a lot like me and your glove gets all gnarly, this will kind of keep it in shape. Then we got the groove tube here. Shake it, it's got water in it, cleans your clubs. This is like one of my favorite gadgets in my whole bag. We got the Akatsuki towel, custom made, one of a kind for my Naruto fans out there. And then this little guy was actually clipped on here by my 3-year-old daughter when she was just about to turn 2. And the very first round she put it on, I actually broke 100. So it's been my good luck charm ever since, and I'm never taking it off.
company. We've been a company for about 3 or 4 years now, and I guess our goal is mainly just to grow the game like every other golf in the world, but it's to give accessibility to quality clubs, not at that premium price, so that you don't have to go out and start with your great-grandpa's hand-me-downs every time, but you can come out, you can buy a set of clubs that you can use twice a year for 25 years, that you can use 50 times a year for 5 years, and you'll still get the same quality of golf club, quality of look. It's something you can be proud of in your bag.
So like, what do you feel like makes Birdie Golf different than like some of the other starter companies?
I think what makes us a little bit different, in my opinion, is we know we're not trying to be Titleist. We're not trying to be TaylorMade. We're not trying to be PXG with their high-end, hey, we're gonna go beat you out of the world technology. With some of our clubs, people be on the course and they'll catch their eye. They'll be like, hey, what's that?
I saw them like in the bag,
Yeah, and whether you are a plus handicap or a 35 handicap, if someone looks at your golf clubs and goes like, hey, you're gonna feel good about them, you're gonna probably play a little better. And I think what sets us apart is our core team is passionate about golf. Everyone who's doing it loves it.
Yeah.
Everyone who's doing it loves the sport of golf, and we're really just trying to grow that game.
It's cool for both of us because we're both like starting companies, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
We both can kind of see each other grow and everything, but
I think that's what, just talking to you on the course, kind of interests me about you. Like, you could go and try to pitch to the super duper established this and that in hard ways. But like, if you get with someone who is just as passionate and can grow with you, it can almost be better than just that. Big partnership.
Well, let's go hit some clubs, man. It's our time in the simulator. We're here at Swing Lounge. We're gonna go hit my clubs first, and then we'll go and hit the new clubs and kind of see what the difference is. So, alright, so let's check these out. These are the clubs I'm going to be hitting. What are these called again?
Those are the Thrill Collection.
The Thrill Collection. So you see super clean, black finish, which I've always wanted to have. And then, you know what's really funny, guys? I've never had a 4 or a 5 iron in my life, so we're going to see how I hit those today. Alright guys, so first things first. I want to hit these clubs right now, but I'm going to hit my clubs first just to kind of get an idea of my numbers, and then from there we'll hit the new club and we'll see what the difference is. So. Alright, so I got a nice lather going, feeling warmed up with the other clubs. So now we're going to switch over and hit the BGD clubs, see what the difference is. Start out with the pitching wedge. Right off the bat, I like the profile. I love how it looks. It's a little more intimidating than mine because they're a little thinner profile, but I like that. Ooh, that felt good. That felt real good. First swing felt good. Love to see that ball point too. Got good spin, nice 200 spin. Yeah, I mean, right off the bat, it's looking pretty good. Okay, so it's going to be kind of hard to go through the data just because, you know, the clubs are sort of combined. But right off the bat, the things that I noticed were, you know, we had way tighter dispersion. My mishits just felt like they found the fairway more often. Like, I'll be the first one to admit I wasn't dialed in today by any means, but you know, the shots that I didn't hit perfect still managed to group tighter than my other irons. And then the shots I was hitting good, I had at least 15 or 20 extra yards. Like, I don't know if that's just because I was juicing it but I honestly, like, I came out and was hitting my 9-iron right off the bat 15 yards further than I normally do. And so, you know, I think honestly the results kind of speak for themselves. So, my initial impression right off the bat is I'm pumped to be hitting these irons. We're going over the data, and honestly, I'm hitting my clubs probably 15 yards further. I've got tighter dispersion, I've got good spin numbers. Like, it was that improvement that I was looking to make, you know what I mean, with my irons. So the next step for us is we're gonna go get a fitting tomorrow, and we're gonna check these clubs out, and we're probably gonna make some minor adjustments to like our lofts and our lies and stuff, kind of optimize them. But as it is right now, I got some new clubs in my bag, so I'm pretty pumped. So nice. I appreciate you though, man. Of course, yeah. Thank you for the opportunity to work with you guys. Absolutely. You know, the idea is, you know, hopefully we can grow the channel a month and get enough to, you know, to get everybody into the clubs. But first things first, you know, they got to take care of the host.
Hopefully we can grow with you guys and be as involved in the channel as you want. On the channel, playing around, out there, getting you guys on the clubs, and we can again grow together and be as involved in each other as we want and all that good stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to working with you guys.
Yeah,
you guys are going to be seeing a lot of birdie golf on the channel. We'll get some fun shots. We got a lot of cool content coming this year, and it's going to be fun with birdie golf now at this point. So. I'm headed into Spokane Valley right now to get fitted by Corbin. We went and got our clubs last night from Tristan. Worked out really good. Now we're headed out to Dick's Sporting Goods out here by the mall, and we're gonna get a free fitting and find out what other equipment we need to get. What's up, man?
What's going on, bro?
Alright, so we're here at Dick's Sporting Goods. Corbin invited me out here to do a free fitting today. Super stoked. It's my first fitting I've ever done, so we're going to hit a few balls and then go through the numbers together and kind of see what the recommendations are. Shout out to Dick's Sporting Goods for having us out today. It's pretty cool that they allowed us to film and do this here. So we'll hit a few warm-up shots here. I always start with my 60. That's kind of my go-to. Feeling pretty warm.
That's straight.
Good dispersion, yeah. Hell yeah.
It's like a little.
Hell yeah, baby.
Have you really like played around with them at all?
No, I just got them last night.
That 148, 159. There we go. What flex do you get in those?
These are stiff.
Still going here.
Still
something with my 8-iron. So
Which is really good still.
okay. Let me hit a 5-iron. I've never played a 5-iron before this, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Really good fade right back to the middle. 186. That's about what I'm gonna say. Yeah. Did you get your lie angle checked with all that?
Cool. So now we're gonna work on getting my lies right. So we have like, what'd you call this? It's a lie board. So we have like some tape here on the bottom of the club. We're gonna see what type of adjustments we need to make to the lies on the clubs. Whoa, that felt like weird. Hitting off something hard like that.
Look. I see your thickest parts is kind of right here.
That's pretty good, right?
That's pretty ideal.
Cool.
So I don't want to show the camera that at all.
Dope.
So you can see here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm kind of right there in the middle, which Corbin says is ideal, so suck it.
So now we're gonna hit driver, guys. This is what we came for. Just watching me swing my fairway woods, my irons, Corbin's immediately like, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're outperforming your driver. I knew that. Like I'm swinging a regular flex shaft, and I swing like in upwards of 110 to 150 miles an hour. So I know I need at least a stiff, if not an extra stiff. But I'm also really curious about like what type of launch and all that stuff. And Corbin will fill us in on that in a sec. But first things first, this is some bombs. I guarantee I'm probably hitting off the toe.
Sorry, this face is so huge. That's the biggest sticker I got.
Could have been a lot worse. Like almost exactly the same. Oh, cut that one off. That was bad. Damn, bro, now I'm hitting off that. Alright, so we just got done hitting my clubs. Looking through some of the numbers, it's not surprising. I need some equipment changes. I'm a big ping guy. I actually have my eyes on buying a ping driver. So Corbin's put together one of the new ping G430s for me. He's got a Tensei stiff 65 gram shaft. That should make a huge difference in my performance. Honestly, I've been drooling over this driver for a long time, so I'm really stoked to hit it. This is the first time I've ever hit a new driver, let alone a custom fit one. So we'll see what the numbers look like.
This is definitely better than what he has right now.
Yeah, just a little bit better than my 12-year-old driver. I'll get the simulator and do weird shit. That's all better. Dude, I'm like on top of everything right now. This is crazy.
Here, I want you to try this shot now.
Okay. I'm gonna swing with one of mine real quick, just to see if it's like, if it's just what the hell is going on, because I haven't had a good swing yet. And normally my drivers I hit pretty well in 20 years.
Everyone has those days.
I'm gonna go back to that wedge. That was the highlight of my day. I don't know what is going on, dude. I don't know if I need to just take a second to like reset, you know what I mean? 'Cause I'm hitting bad balls, so.
Pretty good. And right here.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm over it now.
Okay. You would think that, but me seeing how you swing, I can fit people just seeing their swing and versus just knowing, you know?
Sure. I have never hit the driver this bad in my life. Get this shit out of my hands. Oh my god, dude.
Let me put something different in your hands.
Alright, so now we're hitting a paradigm. I've been kind of stoked to hit this one. This is all the buzz right now on the golf course. So.
Has there been any other head you've been interested in? Or a bit curious about?
I mean, stealth, yeah. The stealth I've been curious about. Yeah, sure.
All right, so now we're gonna hit the stealth driver, guys. This is one I've been dreaming about, to be honest. So I'm excited to see what the results are gonna be. Honestly, though, not hitting the driver great today, so kind of making his job hard for him because I came in and all of a sudden just forgot how to swing the golf club. But it's all right. He's getting his job. He's helping out.
A lot straighter this start. A little different though?
Yeah, for sure. So this one's for the crappier golfer, guys. So
That's not what I'm saying.
that's not what he said, but it's the way I interpreted it, and he's told it right. That was like as easy as I could swing. This is a me problem, not a club problem, guys.
I'm trying my best.
Hey, you can't, like I said earlier, you can't fix a $5 swing with a $500 club. So just came in tonight, not hitting my driver good, and unfortunately it was a bad hit to do it. All over the place. I need a lesson from Shane. Shane, I need you, man. Well, guys, that's a wrap. Honestly, did not hit the ball great tonight. I think what I'm probably going to have to do is come back when I'm in mid-season form because I didn't give him great information when I can't find the center of the club face. But overall, we did get a little bit of information. I mean, from what he was able to find.
You hit it better than I thought you would have.
Well, we've been golfing a couple years, you know, so.
Well, you got a great swing, build up with you. You're doing great, man. You're going in the right direction.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Well, sounds like right now I need to get a stiffer shaft. We know that much. We'll be back though to see Corbin later this summer to do another fitting. So appreciate you, man. Thanks for this out.
Of course.
Well, guys, tonight didn't go as planned. But I still had a blast hitting some different drivers, finally getting to see what it's like to hit new equipment. I just didn't bring my A game, you know. It was, every golfer knows, like, sometimes you just have those days where you forget how to swing a golf club, and that's kind of what happened to me tonight. I just could not hit my driver, and you know, I was all over the place. And when you're hitting inconsistent like that, it doesn't make it easy on the fitter to make like an intelligent recommendation for you. So, you know, Corbin did a good job. He put me on track with, you know, the basics of what I need, but he invited us back out for when I'm in mid-season form. We're going to come back out in a couple months and do another fitting, and I'm sure that we'll probably get some better results then. But either way, it's been a blast filming this video. This is the first content for the channel. You know, I just want to say shout out to Birdie Golf for getting involved with us. Shout out to Corbin and Dick's Sporting Goods for having us out. This is just the first of many videos, you guys. I'm gonna have some great content on the way for you, so stay tuned. If you haven't already, hit like and subscribe down below, and let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you like this style, this is a little more of like a vlog style, probably different than most of the stuff we're gonna be doing on the channel, but you know, we will be posting these chasing par segments, which are going to focus on just like my journey as a golfer, and you know, some tournaments I'm playing in, and just my growth in general. But I'm excited to share some of this content with you guys, to show you the boys and get everybody else on the channel. For now, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Fairways and greens.